and bandmaster of the Jamaica Constabulary Force Band Division. The persons leading out front are the parade marshal and his assistant, who will be introduced to you momentarily.
Just forward. Number one, just forward. Steady. Number two, just forward. Steady. Just back. Steady. Number three, just forward. Number four. Steady. Steady. Number two, number three, just forward. Number two, number three, just forward. Steady. Number six, number three, just back. Number six, number three, just back. Number six, number three, just back. Steady. Just forward the shade. Steady. Stand still. Go front line. Number two, number one, just forward. Steady. Number six, number one, just forward. Number six, number one, just forward. Number six, number one, just forward. Steady. Number seven, just forward. Number seven, just forward. More yet. Steady. Number two, squad, pull your rifle back. Pull back your rifle. Number two, squad, pull back your rifle. Steady. Number three, just forward. Number three, number two, squad, just forward. More yet. Steady. Number four, just forward. Steady. Number one, number three, squad, just back. Number one, number three, squad, just back. Steady. Number two, just back. Steady. Number three, four, five, just back. Steady. Just follow the shit. Steady. Stand still. Go side. Number six, number one, spread just forward. Number six, number one, spread just forward. More yet. More yet. Steady. Seven, just forward. More yet. Steady. Number one, number two, squad, just stop. Steady. Number three, just stop. Number three, number two, squad, just stop. Steady. Number four, just stop. More yet. Number five, just stop. Steady. Number six, just stop. Steady. Stand still. Go right. Hold. Right. Right. Stand down. Ace. Stand easy.
Ladies and and gentlemen, you just witnessed the dressing of the parade, which was done by the Assistant Parade Marshal, Sergeant Willis. And this afternoon, we have on parade, representing squad number 1, Sergeant Tariq Price, supernumerary, assisted by Corporal Jason McDougall.
Squad 2, Sergeant Antonia Burford, assisted by Corporal Janelle Montague.
At squad number 3, we have Sergeant Paul Francis, supernumerary, assisted by Corporal Andrew Reed, also a supernumerary.
Squad 4, Sergeant Rajiv Ricketts, supernumerary, assisted by Corporal Bijan Jones.
At squad number 5, we have Sergeant Andre Clark, supernumerary, assisted by Corporal Teron Anderson, also supernumerary.
Squad 6, Sergeant Vernal Dyer, supernumerary, assisted by Corporal Aisha Douglas.
At squad number 7, we have Sergeant Gerald Simpson, supernumerary, assisted by Corporal Mario Miller, also a supernumerary.
Squad 8, Sergeant Marcus Mason, supernumerary, assisted by Corporal Javon McLean, also a supernumerary.
At squad number 9, we have Sergeant Omar Robinson, supernumerary, assisted by Corporal T.J. Barrett, also supernumerary.
Squad 10, Sergeant Audley Bailey, supernumerary.
Parade! Chan!
And he's assisted by Corporal Renito Campbell, supernumerary.
At squad number 11, we have Sergeant Jerome Jones, supernumerary, assisted by Corporal Sheldon Fuller.
And finally, at Squad 12, we have Sergeant C. Lewinson, supernumerary, assisted by Corporal Javon Lewis, also supernumerary. What you're witnessing now, ladies and gentlemen, the parade marshal has approached and is reporting on the status of the parade to the parade commander, who is in the person of Mr. Dave Foreman, Superintendent of Police, supernumerary.
Today, the parade commander is assisted by Mr. O'Neill James, a Deputy Superintendent of Police, Mr. Damian Donaldson, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Mr. Richard McPherson, Deputy Superintendent of Police, supernumerary, also Mr. Ted Roy Clark, Deputy Superintendent of Police, supernumerary.
And the inspectors on parade are Detective Inspector Randy Price, supernumerary, Inspector Indika Mignot, supernumerary, Inspector Andre Douglas, supernumerary, and Inspector Roshane Reeder, also a supernumerary. The parade commander directs the inspectors to assume their designated positions, subsequently deploys all the members of his team and will now take up his position on parade and continue with giving instructions.
Up!
Back. Take up PS. Let's go with the level. Take up PS. Back. Take up.
Right!
Up PS.
Stand out! Right! Stand easy!
Ladies and gentlemen, while we await the arrival of our first specially invited guests, we would like to remind you we have 295 constables on parade this afternoon, members of batches 163 and 164.
And the person who made the alert just now, he is Sergeant O'Brown, and 2 officers are neatly positioned, and those persons are the car door openers in the persons of Corporal Tavani Price and Navon McPherson. Our first arrival this afternoon is Dr. Kevin Blake, Commander of the Order of Distinction, Justice of the Peace, and Commissioner of Police. Dr. Blake was appointed Commissioner of Police on March 19, 2024. Exactly 6 days ago, he celebrated his 2nd anniversary as Commissioner of Police. He holds a Doctor of Philosophy in Sustainable Development from the University of the West Indies with a specialization in information and policing.
Right? Parade! Jump!
Today, he will receive a sword salute.
Right? Stand up! Straight! Stand! Easy!
While we await the arrival of our second specially invited guests, the members of Batch 163 commenced their basic training on March 30th, 2025. The cohort has significantly benefited from a number of senior instructional staff. Their deputy commandant is Mr. Dave Foreman, and of course, their training officer, Inspector Karen Jackson Cumberland, the quality assurance officer, Detective Sergeant Debion McLean Chin. For Batch 164, they commenced their basic training on March 31st, 2025. The cohort was led by Deputy Commandant Miss Maxine Hyman, a Deputy Superintendent of Police, Training Officer Mr. Damian Donaldson, Deputy Superintendent, and Quality Assurance Officer Detective Sergeant Kimaro Minto. The Commandant leading both batches is Mr. Lawrence Gilvey, Superintendent of Police. Ladies and gentlemen, we value the continued support and engagement of our esteemed regular attendees who are here with us for almost every graduation. We also want to acknowledge our first-timers who are here with us for the first time and will be celebrating for the rest of the afternoon and will be having a wonderful experience. We would like to take this opportunity to share a little about the National Police College of Jamaica as we highlight its rich legacy and lasting contributions to law enforcement excellence.
The Jamaica Constabulary Force has maintained custodianship of this facility since 1976, when it was first utilized as a training wing for the island's Special Constabulary Force. This foundational role was subsequently expanded with the formal establishment of the Jamaica Police Academy on Tuesday, December 6, 1983.
Now we continue to recognize the increasingly complex and dynamic demands of contemporary law enforcement, which has led us to continue to revise what it is that we do here at the National Police College of Jamaica. And in 2014, the NPCJ was renamed. As a matter of fact, it was the Jamaica Police Academy prior and has been named the National Police College since 2014.
Following a comprehensive review of the college training policy in 2024 and in alignment with our accreditation directives as restructuring of faculty, and departmental designations was undertaken.
These revisions, ladies and gentlemen, were designed to specifically ensure that the institutional nomenclature was more precise and reflects the evolving functions, responsibilities, and compliance requirements associated with the various accreditation bodies with which we are affiliated. Accordingly, the following changes were officially promulgated in our force orders on Friday, March 20th, which saw the Faculty of Recruit and Probationary Training being redesigned and renamed, and it is now known as the Faculty of Initial and Probationary Training. The Department of Criminal Investigation Training was also renamed and is now the Faculty of Criminal Investigation Training.
The Faculty of Initial and Probationary Training is charged with delivering the foundational instruction necessary for the transition of individuals from civilian status to sworn membership. In parallel, the Faculty of Criminal Investigation Training is mandated to enhance the investigative competencies of members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force through specialized advanced training in criminal investigation.
We also have the Faculty of Operations Management and Skills Training and the Faculty of Leadership and Professional Development. These faculties are, of course, supported by 22 departments here at the NPCJ, 10 of which maintain the core function as teaching departments.
Occupying in excess of 360 acres, the National Police College of Jamaica stands as a premier institution for law enforcement education, professional formation, and strategic training within the Jamaica Constabulary Force. It continues to serve as a critical pillar in preparing officers to effectively navigate the multifaceted and evolving landscape of modern policing.
The graduates we are recognizing today have successfully completed both the initial and intermediate phases of the training within the Faculty of Initial and Probationary Training. Their academic and professional development encompassed a rigorous program with 17 courses, which were delivered over 3 semesters, comprising more than 116 instructional sessions, supported by a robust regime, and of course, it involved both formative and summative assessments.
As members of the third cohort exposed to the newly implemented curriculum, these graduates will be awarded a diploma in general policing. Let me hear you put your hands together for that now. Upon the successful completion of their probationary period, at the conclusion of their second year of service, they will further be conferred with an Associate of Science degree in general policing, thereby underscoring the academic rigor and professional depth embedded within their training.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just heard the second whistle, which signals the arrival of our second specially invited guest, the Honorable Dr. Horace Chang, Order of Jamaica, Commander of the Order of Distinction, Deputy Prime Minister of Jamaica, and Minister of National Security and Peace. The Honorable Dr. Horace Anthony Chang is a distinguished statesman and continues to give dedicated service to the people of Jamaica. He has been serving in this capacity since March 26, 2018.
Parade! Jump! Parade! Shoulder! Umps!
Today, he will receive a general salute. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand.
Parade! General salute! Please, hey! Umps! Parade! Shoulder! Umps! Parade! Order! Umps!
The parade commander,
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
the parade commander has just approached and invited the minister to review the parade. And we also want to bring your attention to those two police officers neatly marching across the drill square. They were corridor openers just now. They are now transitioning in role, and they will be the escorts to the reviewing party.
The reviewing party this afternoon consists of Dr. the Honorable Horace Chang, our Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Merrick Watson, the Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of the training branch, is also the Director of the National Police College of Jamaica, Mr. Lawrence Ogilvie, Superintendent of Police and Commandant at the Faculty of Initial and Probationary Training, as also Mr. Dave Foreman, Superintendent of Police and Parade Commander.
For those of you who have attended ceremonies like this one before, you may be familiar with the picture of the reviewing party making small or short stops as they make their way through the ranks. But for those who don't understand, these stops are likely to be questions or statements being shared between the minister and any graduate of his choice.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the review of the parade continues, we'd like to take this opportunity to share with you some of the wonderful things that have been happening within the Jamaica Constabulary Force. It is with pleasure and pride that we reflect on all the positive things that have been happening within the Jamaica Constabulary Force, particularly as we reflect on the appointment of the 31st Commissioner of Police, and this was done, of course, on March 19, 2024. We told you earlier that our Commissioner, Dr. Kevin Blake, is now celebrating his second anniversary, which was noted 6 days ago. And of course, he continues to lead with a clear vision centered on people, quality, and technology, grounded in integrity, innovation, and public trust.
His leadership was powerfully demonstrated during the passing of Hurricane Melissa, where he provided visible, hands-on directions across the affected communities, balancing operational coordination with compassion.
The members of batches 163 and 164 can attest to this because, of course, They were out there working with our commissioner as we all worked together to rebuild, all those areas that were impacted by the hurricane.
Under his stewardship, the Jamaica Constabulary Force achieved a historic reduction in major crimes, surpassing national targets and improving on the previous year's performance.
Another defining feature of his tenure has been the strong commitment to a people-centered policing approach, strengthening community engagement, youth development, and meaningful stakeholder partnerships.
He has also ensured that the legacy of fallen officers is honored with dignity while maintaining unwavering support for their families through key welfare initiatives.
Through innovation and modernization, he has advanced the force's capabilities, including the delivery of the inaugural JCF Mensa Lecture and the successful staging of the People Quality and Technology Expo.
We can see the reviewing party has made another stop and having a short conversation with a member of the graduating group. I can assure you that this moment will be remembered for his entire career, because all through his training he might have not expected that he would be talking to the minister on his graduation day. His leadership continues to emphasize accountability, operational clarity, and strong internal communication across all levels of the organization.
Beyond operations, Dr. Kevin Blake continues to engage in national and community initiatives to ensure that we reinforce the human side of policing and strengthen public confidence in the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
2 years into his tenure, the transformation continues with a sustained focus on training, development, and building a more resilient, unified, and future-ready Jamaica Constabulary Force.
We're sure the members of batches 163 and 164 are happy to be joining at this time and to be led by our Commissioner, Dr. Kevin Blake.
Once again, we see the team having a brief interaction with another member of the graduating group. Also wanted to notice that the escorts to the reviewing team maintain uprightness as they execute drill and precision the way no one else will do, like we do here at the National Police College.
Ladies and gentlemen, the members of batches 163 and 164 has not only been a part of the rigorous curricula that we told you about earlier, but they have participated in numerous activities. They have undertaken the renovation of bathroom facilities as a batch here at the Twickenham Park Training Campus, as also at the Harmon Barracks Training Campus.
And of course, they kept it going with Labor Day cleanup activities at 3 schools in the corporate area, to include the Jesse Rippal Primary School.
The members of these batches also undertook the mammoth task of painting the police post at the Kingston Public Hospital, as also the emergency ward, ensuring that the members of staff and all those who has to use those facilities had a nice clean space to operate with.
And Sherman, you made mention of it earlier on that they were up and about after the passing of Hurricane Melissa. They were deployed on a daily basis to the hardest hit areas in St. Elizabeth and St. James. The trainees were very involved in the cleanup, relief, and rebuilding initiatives that were stoutly embarked upon by the constabulary.
This is indeed correct. So before they got a chance to complete the curricula here at the NPCJ, they were involved in numerous activities.
And another little talk is happening on the drill square, and these persons were not selected before this moment. So each graduate is anxious, expecting, and wondering if they will be asked a question or engaged in a conversation. Whether or not they are, I want you to know that this moment for every single member of the graduating class is a very memorable moment that they will cherish for the rest of their careers and, by extension, their lives. I'm sure by now you're wondering, how are they able to stand so still for this length of time? And I guarantee that if you attempted it, you're likely to fail. But here at the National Police College of Jamaica, being a paramilitary institution, we pride ourselves in this particular discipline. And we just want the graduates to know that you're looking awesome. Keep up the good work.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, the reviewing party is making their way to the Jamaica Constabulary Force Band, and it's an opportune time for us to acknowledge Mr. Heston Booth, the Deputy Superintendent of Police and the newest commanding officer for the band division.
With a passion for music that began at the age of 10, he developed his skills as an organist and pianist, laying the foundation for a lifelong commitment to the musical excellence. He later shared his knowledge and experience through teaching, serving as a former music teacher at the Ardney High and the Edith Dalton James High School. He inspired and nurtured young musical talents, and he continues to do that as we speak.
His dedication to choral music is reflected in his remarkable 23 years of service as director of the Jamaica Constabulary Force Choir, during which he played a pivotal role in shaping the choir's sound and reputation. In addition, he served as the assistant musical director for the University Singers and has been a member of the National Dance Theatre Company Singers, further contributing to Jamaica's rich musical landscape.
Currently, he serves as the commanding officer of the band division, continuing to lead with distinction, professionalism, and a deep commitment to musical excellence. Please put your hands together for Mr. Heston Booth and his team there at the Constabulary Force Band Division. We also want to point out the newly appointed band master, Mr. Andrew Comrie, Assistant Superintendent of Police, who is doing an amazing job in directing the set of musicians under his command. I see Mr. Comrie seemingly taking the minister for a tour and pointing to instrument and personnel and having a short dialogue. I'm sure it's with a view or vision of continuing the improvement that is now spreading across the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Put your hands together for the Jamaica Constabulary Force Band.
The review of all persons on parade has been completed, and at this time, the parade commander and the rest of the reviewing team is making their way once more to return to their previous locations.
If you're able to see the parade commander, he has just saluted the minister after asking and receiving permission to carry on with the rest of the parade. Would also like to take this opportunity to point out that the parade commander, Mr. Dave Foreman, is someone who joined as a recruit. He spent his time during his training just the same. He was on a parade square just like this, and he has made his way up through the ranks, serving, protecting, reassuring, and now he's acting in the capacity that he is. We just want to acknowledge and to let Mr. Foreman know that we are proud of his achievements and he's doing well.
Right? Jesse. And close order. Roll. Dress. Steady. Stand still. The parade. Hold. Eyes. Front.
We invite
Right.
you to view the parade.
Shoulder. Arms. Parade well. March past in slow and quick time. Move to the right in threes. Roll. Done.
We invite you to view the parade as it march past in slow and quick time, something I'm sure you will all enjoy.
Right. By the leg. Slow. Ma.
advance, lay, done. Right, order, arms, dressing, and open order, roll, dress.
Steady! Number 2 man, number 1 squad, just forward. Steady, just back. Steady. Number 3 man, just forward. Steady. Number 4 man, just forward. Steady. Number 5 man, just back. Steady. Number 6 man, just forward. Steady. Stand still. Go front rank. Number 3 man, number 1 squad, just back. Steady. Last man, number 1 squad, just back. Steady. Number 1 man, number 2 squad, just forward. Steady. Number 3 man, just forward. Steady. Number 4 man, just forward. Steady. Number 6 man, number 3 squad, just back. Steady. Stand still. The center rank. Number 1 man, number 1 squad, just back. Number 1 man, number 1 squad, just back. Steady. Just forward that shit. Steady. Number 2 man, just forward. Steady. Number 4 man, just back. Steady. Number 2 man, number 2 squad, just back. Steady. Stand still. The rank. Hold. Always. Front.
Party, right and left, turn. Party, by the center. Quick, march.
The parade commander and his team is now exiting. They are now exiting the parade. And if you notice, they left the front of the parade in a single line. In training, we call it single file. But as they transition to the rear of the parade, you will notice that they are also transitioning in formation. And even to take their seats, here at the Jamaica, or in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, we do it differently. And particularly here at the National Police College of Jamaica, we make sure that there's a drill for all the activities associated with training. And if you think the commander and his team, they are doing a good job, put your hands together for them. They are not through with us yet, but they are doing an excellent, excellent job. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite your close attention as the junior constables of batch 165 execute a display of exceptional coordination and achievement grounded in meticulous preparation and the unwavering commitment of each participant. They're making their way to the drill square.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you observe carefully, you would observe that the members of batches 163 and 164 have also reformed on the parade square. They too are preparing themselves for the second phase of the graduation exercise. Put your hands together for them.
as the junior constables make their way onto the drill square with their chairs, their demonstration of discipline and precision reflects the fundamental tenets of effective policing, representing teamwork in its most refined form. The cohesion and synchronization exhibited here extend well beyond the ceremonial formality. They constitute a compelling testament of the rigor of their training, the strength of their collective discipline, and the enduring commitment that underpins the law enforcement profession.
They're only junior constables in training, but of course, they have also demonstrated in their own way their commitment to these officers who they are serving this afternoon as they assist them to ensure that the graduation exercise is executed in a seamless way.
Look at this, look at this. Wow, isn't that wonderful? Put your hands together for them, man. Let them know you appreciate them.
As you observe them in motion, I invite you to appreciate the cadence of their steps, their harmony, their coordination, and of course, the evident pride embodied in every movement.
Behind each uniform stands a dedicated individual, resolutely aligned with a higher mission, operating in seamless synchronization to safeguard our communities. What unfolds before you is a compelling display, a dynamic manifestation of teamwork, discipline, and the enduring pursuit of excellence that characterizes policing at its highest standard. They're making their way off the drill square one more time. Put your hands together. Let them feel as important as they are. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen, only at the National Police College of Jamaica.
Absolutely amazing. We're at the second phase of our graduation exercise, and we invite to come with welcome and acknowledgments Mr. Merrick Watson, the Assistant Commissioner of Police with responsibility for the training branch and Director of the National Police College of Jamaica.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant afternoon to you all. It is indeed an honor to extend a welcome and acknowledgement at this grand occasion. A very special welcome to the Honorable Dr. Horace Chang, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, who has policy oversight of the JCF. I would like to acknowledge the presence of our hard-working, transformational leader, Dr. Kevin Blake, Commissioner of Police. Mr. Andrew Lewis, Deputy Commissioner of Police with responsibility for the Administration and Support Services portfolio, and that is a portfolio with responsibility for the NPCJ. Mr. Richard Stewart, Deputy Commissioner of Police with responsibility for the crime and the security portfolio. Mr. Warren Clark, Deputy Commissioner of Police with responsibility for the strategic operations portfolio. Officers and members of the Executive Management Board of the JCF. Reverend Dione Duncan, Deputy Force Chaplain. Other officers of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. A special welcome to Mr. Norman Haywood, retired Assistant Commissioner and the former ACP Training Branch and Director of the National Police College of Jamaica. Sergeant Arlene McBean, Chairman of the Jamaica Police Federation, Mr. Damian Price, Chairman of the United District Constables Association, rank and file members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, my amazing staff at the National Police College of Jamaica. A warm welcome is extended to the managers and staff of the Jamaica Police Cooperative Credit Union and the National Security Employee Credit Union. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of those on the various social media platforms. Specially invited guests, family members, friends, well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, batches 163 and 164. Welcome to the passing out and award ceremony of batches 163 and 164. I trust you will enjoy the afternoon's proceedings. Permit me a word to the graduating class. You are now the face of the force, and increasingly, that face is judged not only by how well you enforce the law, but by how well you serve the people. At leading law enforcement institutions such as the FBI National Academy and the College of Policing, there is a consistent and unmistakable message. And the message is simply this: policing is a service before it is a force. Authority alone does not build public confidence. Service does. Good customer service in policing is not about being soft. It is about being effective. It is about understanding that the person standing before you may be afraid, frustrated, or in crisis. In that moment, your tone, your patience, and your professionalism will determine whether you escalate tension or restore calm. For the citizens, good service means dignity. It means being listened to. It means feeling that the system works, not just in principle, but in practice. A respectful interaction can transform suspicion into cooperation. It can turn a complainant into a witness and a community into partners. Every interaction you have reflects this organization. When service is poor, trust erodes, complainants rise, and the legitimacy of policing is weakened. But when service is professional, fair, and humane, something powerful happens. Trust grows. And trust, ladies and gentlemen, is the foundation upon which all effective policing is built. This principle traces back to Robert Peel when he said, and I quote, "The policing are the public and the public are the police." End of quote. You have heard this so many times. That idea remains as relevant today as it was then. Your authority is not sustained by fear. It is sustained by public confidence. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has consistently emphasized professionalism and respect in service delivery. If you have been reading the messages of the Commissioner of Police, you would have noticed that his messages are centered on building trust, strengthening accountability, and improving the quality of service to the citizens of this country. Principles that align directly with what you are being called to uphold today. So what does this look like in practice? It means that you listen before you act. It means that you communicate with clarity and respect. It means you exercise your authority fairly, not with bias. And it means you remember that every person you encounter is entitled to dignity, regardless of the situation. Those, ladies and gentlemen, are core policing skills because without them, intelligence dries up, cooperation disappears, and policing becomes infinitely more difficult. It is important that you bear this in mind, batches 163 and 164. In policing, people may comply because they must, but they cooperate because they trust. Your task from this day forward is to earn that trust, one interaction at a time. Wear your uniform with pride, but carry your responsibility with humility. Be firm when you must, but always be fair. And never forget that the true measure of your service will not only be in the laws you enforce, but in the people you serve. Congratulations to you all. Serve well and serve with honor.
Thank you, ACP Watson. And next we have the valedictory address, and the valedictorians are number 26619, Constable Shamoy Sims of batch 163.
And number 26733, Constable Donovan Davis of batch 164.
Constable Shamoy Sims hails from Alexander in St. Anne, and she attended the Knox College, where she was a member of the football and track teams. She later gained valuable experience in the business processing outsourcing sector. Her hobbies include singing, dancing, and reading, and she's guided by the famous Chinese philosophy, the journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step.
Constable Donovan Davis is from Gale District in St. Mary. And he attended Taki High School, then the Hart Trust NSTA, where he obtained a certification in Business Management and Supervision Level 3, Business Administration Level 2, Data Operations Level 1, and Customer Service Level 1. His hobbies are playing football, reading, and playing music, and his philosophy states, shoot for the moon. If you miss, you'll land among the stars. A quote influenced by popular American author Norman Vincent Peale.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Constables Shamoy Sims and Donovan Davis.
Honorable Dr. Horace Chang, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security and Peace, Dr. Kevin Blake, Commissioner of Police, Mr. Andrew Lewis, Mr. Richard Stewart, and Mr. Warren Clark, Deputy Commissioners of Police, Mr. Merrick Watson, Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of Training Branch and the Director of the National Police College of Jamaica, other gazetted officers, members of the rank and file, family members, friends, and well-wishers, both present and on the virtual platform, good afternoon. I am number 26619, Constable Shamoy Sims, and
Number 26733, Constable Donovan Davis, of batches 163 and 164, respectively. First and foremost, I give thanks to the Almighty God for this remarkable day. It is a privilege and an honor for us to stand before you as your valedictorians of this set of guardians. Endurance is one of the most difficult disciplines, but it is to the one who endures that the final victory comes. It is for that reason character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trials and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved.
built to endure, bound by the mission to service, was the mantra adopted by the batches, as it reminds us that policing is not built on convenience or comfort, but on endurance. It means developing the strength to stand firm through hardship, discipline, courage, and tenacity in the face of adversity.
Today's ceremony is the culmination of sacrifice, perseverance, and growth. It requires us to share our introspection, reflection, and transformation. It is a display of our commitment to the responsibilities of our office, the responsibilities to serve with honor and to act with integrity. Always being mindful that behind every call, every report, and every interaction is a person, requiring us to act critically, assessing each situation to find the best solution for our customers and citizens, thereby supporting the strategic visions of our organization to become a high-quality professional service that is trusted, respected, and valued by all.
Our journey began from the moment we conjured the thought of becoming police officers. Officially, on March 30, 2025, we entered the gates of the National Police College of Jamaica, where Batch 163, consisting of 152 recruits, arrived at the Twickenham Park Training Campus, and Batch 164, consisting of 150 recruits, arrived at the Harmon Barracks Training Campus. We entered with varied emotions, some confident, others uncertain and questioning their calling, but all shared a common determination to transition from civilians into law enforcement officers. Our intake into the Faculty of Initial and Probationary Training, embodied by the motto, "Standards are us," thrusted us into a world where discipline shaped the hardworking men and women before you today.
We came from diverse backgrounds with different personalities, values, and attitudes, often accustomed to casual, unfocused interaction. Training, however, demanded lasting behavioral change. We adapted quickly to the strict routines, waking at 4 a.m. daily, sharing spaces, improving conduct, communication, and deportment. Great emphasis was placed on accountability for both government property and each other. This reinforced that we are not just individuals in uniform, but a united body built on duty and trust.
Training was physically demanding, yet rewarding. For some, the morning compound runs seemed daunting, while for others, they were more manageable. In those moments, we discovered the true meaning of esprit de corps, in that each member is a link in the chain, and the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. We learned to uplift, motivate, and endure together.
While physical activities tested our strength and drill refined our discipline, coordination, and precision, our truest tests came in the classroom. We were exposed to a competency-based curriculum that emphasized critical thinking, analysis, and problem solving. It challenged us to move beyond memorization and into understanding, questioning, reasoning, and applying knowledge.
We engaged in courses such as police history and philosophy, JCF policies, standards and procedures, language and communication, ethics and first aid. Beyond these, Debates and discussion exposed us to geopolitical issues and current affairs, sharpening our minds and preparing us to navigate the complexities of modern policing.
On July 21, 2025, we were sworn into office. This was a major milestone as we advanced in development of our professional identity from recruits to trainee constables. We embraced not only a new title, but welcomed this rite of passage, empowering us as members of the JCF. We relished the opportunity to showcase our newfound knowledge, skills, and competency developed through training. These were displayed at major events such as concerts, conferences for both major political parties, festivals, and participation in one of the largest duties the JCF performs, the General Elections 2025. Based on feedback from various commanders, we received commendation for performing these duties with the highest level of professionalism, exuding great confidence with strict adherence to the rule of law.
With all that we had learned, nothing could have fully prepared us for the passage of Hurricane Melissa. It disrupted our lives and created anxious moments as communication with our families became limited. In that period of uncertainty, we experienced firsthand the reality of service, that duty does not pause for discomfort, and that as officers, we must remain steadfast even when our own lives are unsettled. It was a defining moment that deepened our resilience and tested our emotional intelligence as we supported each other while maintaining our responsibilities. Hurricane Melissa destroyed the western part of our nation in ways we have never seen or experienced, which sent ripples throughout the nation. The JCF quickly sprang into action, immediately dispatching officers to the most affected areas to provide security and humanitarian relief. The National Police College of Jamaica also played a major role in organizing a fluid 24-hour duty where members of batches 163 and 164 were dispatched daily to aid in the relief, recovery, and restoration efforts in the parishes of Westmoreland, St. James, Hanover, Trelawney, and St. Elizabeth, with the aim of rebuilding our nation.
We got the opportunity to really display the attributes of a good constable, especially a police officer is never off duty, is likely to be called upon at a moment's notice, and must be ready to answer that call. Even though we did not know the condition of our homes and status of our families, driven by the mission to serve, we promptly responded to the call of duty. Whilst on the front lines, serving, protecting, and reassuring the most affected communities, effective police presence was paramount. Hurricane Melissa revealed resilience to the batches and what is truly meant by utro que serve, wherever we shall serve.
We transitioned directly from that experience into our student tactical training, otherwise known as fieldcraft, another defining phase of our transformation. It was demanding, relentless, and at times uncomfortable, but undeniably rewarding. From what felt like endless days toiling under the sun, we became tactically proficient, echoing the commands, moving, covering, as our battle cries. Even the simplest comforts became meaningful. In those moments, we endured together. We pushed beyond limits we once believed impossible, dragging and supporting each other as we crawled for hours toward the coveted lantern. It was not merely a physical journey, but a test of will, discipline, and mental fortitude. Like a phoenix, we emerged stronger, refined through challenge, and united through struggle.
We marched hand in hand through the smoke of tear gas, and for many of us, it felt as though we had reached our breaking point. In those intense moments, we were forced to rely not only on our training, but on our composure and emotional control. Yet, we pressed on, we endured, and when we emerged from that smoke, we were no longer the same individuals. We were stronger and sharper, forged by the fires of the Department of Weapons and Tactical Training.
Our journey continued with deployment across 10 training divisions, namely Hanover, St. Thomas, St. Mary, St. Anne, Portland, Trelawney, St. Catherine North, Clarendon, Manchester, and St. Elizabeth. In those policing locales, theory met reality. We were immersed in real-world policing while still undergoing academic training, bridging the gap between knowledge and practice. We performed a range of duties, including beat and mobile patrols, cell guard, station guard, administrative, court, and operational duties.
Each task, no matter how small, contributed to our development. For example, while working the beat, we learned the value of presence and community engagement, understanding that policing is not only about enforcement, but about building trust. On mobile patrol, we developed vigilance and situational awareness. In the cells, we learned patience, empathy, and the importance of treating all individuals with dignity. Operations exposed us to the unpredictable nature of the job, requiring us to think quickly, act decisively, and remain composed under pressure.
These experiences reinforced our mantra, built to endure, bound by the mission to service. They taught us that endurance is not merely physical, but mental and emotional. It is the ability to remain calm in chaos, to think critically under pressure, and to exercise emotional intelligence even in the face of provocation.
We learned that every interaction is an opportunity to de-escalate, assist, protect, and serve. That strength is not only measured by force, but by restraint, not only by authority, but by compassion. As we stand here today, we do not stand as the same individuals who entered those gates. We stand transformed, shaped by discipline, refined by knowledge, and strengthened in experience. All 295 members seated before you today understand that the police are the public, and the public are the police, and that no offense is committed against us, but against the same. As such, it is not for us to exact punishment, but adhere strictly to police executive functions.
We will be your guardians, your protectors, your brothers, and your sisters. We are your police, built to endure, bound by the mission to service.
To our instructors and facilitators, we express our deepest gratitude. Your guidance, patience, and unwavering commitment have molded us into officers prepared for the challenges ahead.
To our families and loved ones, thank you for your sacrifices, your prayers, and your support. You endured this journey with us, even from afar.
Fellow batchmates, let us therefore go forward with courage, guided by critical thinking, grounded in emotional intelligence, and commitment to serve. May we serve with honor, act with integrity, and lead with a shared purpose. Always remember, our journey does not end here. It evolves. The uniform we now wear is not a symbol of completion, but of responsibility. Endurance, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment define us. As police officers built to serve, we embrace responsibility with integrity, resilience, and a steadfast mission to protect and uplift our communities. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you.
Congratulations to our valedictorians who both so eloquently delivered that address. Put your hands together for them once more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move to the presentations of our basic training certificates. These will be presented by Mr. Lawrence Ogilvie, Superintendent of Police and Commandant, and these will be collected by the respective class captains.
Representing batch 163 are at squad number 1, number 26485, Constable Laurel Allen.
Squad 2, number 26521, Constable Lenroy Dunkley.
Squad 3, number 26556, Constable O'Shane Marsh.
Squad 4, number 26562, Constable Janice Johnson.
Squad number 5, number 26604, Constable J.R. Robinson.
And squad number 6, number 26620, Constable Errol Simpson.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class captains of squads 1 to 6 of batch 163.
Would just like to point out that the class captains perform a critical function in sustaining order, discipline, and cohesion within the police formation. They act as the principal liaison between instructors, command staff, and class members, ensuring the directives, policies, and expectations are effectively communicated and consistently upheld.
They're also entrusted with overseeing attendance, punctuality, and overall conduct, addressing minor infractions in a timely manner, and escalating the more serious concerns as required. And of course, we want to acknowledge Constable Janice Johnson, the only female class captain for batch 163. Put your hands together for her. Next, we invite to come forward the persons representing batch 164. At squad number 1, we have number 26659, Constable Jadine Johnson.
And at squad 2, number 26672, Constable Omari Cox.
Squad number 3, number 26710, Constable Rodane Walters.
Squad number 4, number 26722, Constable Alworth Mackenzie.
Squad number 5, number 26733, Constable Donovan Davis.
And at squad number 6, number 26755, Constable Kenardo Cole.
Ladies and gentlemen, class captains of squads 1 to 6 of batch 164.
The class captains further cultivate teamwork and esprit de corps by fostering mutual respect, accountability, and a collective sense of responsibility among trainees. Additionally, class captains contribute to the coordination and administrative process, parade formations, and class activities, thereby ensuring the efficient execution of training programs.
Through leadership by example, they also exemplify in their little way professionalism, integrity, and commitment, reinforcing the foundational standards and values of the policing profession.
Put your hands together one more time for the class captains representing batch 164.
We We will now have the presentation of the individual awards, and the four areas being recognized are Best Marksmanship Principles,
Highest mark obtained,
Best Leadership Qualities,
and best all-round performance.
The first award is being presented for the category Best Marksmanship Principles and will be presented by Mr. Lawrence Ogilvie, Superintendent of Police and Commandant. The recipients are number 26636, Constable Andrew Ray of Batch 163, and number 26790, Constable Kemar Harris of Batch 164.
Constable Andrew Ray is from Alexandria, St. Anne, and he attended the York Castle High, then the Hart Trust NSTA, where he pursued level 3 certifications in data operations. His hobbies is playing football, and his philosophy is influenced by American author Max Dupree, which states, "We cannot become what we need to be by remaining what we are."
Constable Kemar Harris is from Port Antonio in Portland, and he attended the Titchfield High School. He served the Jamaica Constabulary Force, where he attained several professional certifications, including Certified Defensive Driver, Certified Commando, Certified Seaman, Certified Systematic Searcher, as well as NC-TVET qualifications in security operations and teaching assistant. He enjoys playing music, and his personal philosophy states, "Growth requires courage to try, to fail, to learn, and to rise stronger than before." Ladies and gentlemen, Constables Andrew Ray and Kemar Harris. The constables awarded for Best Marksmanship Principles has, throughout their basic training, exhibit superior proficiency in the operations, maintenance, and handling of all the weapon systems they have been exposed to while conducting their training with the Department of Weapons and Tactical Training. Best Marksmanship Principles, put your hands together for them. The second award is for the category of Highest Mark Obtained on Course, and this will be presented by Mr. Merrick Watson, Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of the training branch and Director of the National Police College of Jamaica. The recipients of this award are number 26492, Constable Jovian Bonfield Legister of Batch 163, and number 26704, Constable Leon Palmer of Batch 164. Constable Jovian Bonfield Legister is from Duane Park in St. Andrew, and she attended the Camperdown High School, then the Hart Trust, where she obtained certification in customer service, data processing, job readiness enhancement, and team leader. She later gained valuable experience at the Criminal Records Office before enlisting the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Her hobbies include playing netball, reading, writing, and spending time with her family. She's guided by the popular quote, "Integrity is non-negotiable."
Constable Leon Palmer is from Portmore, St. Catherine, and he attended St. George's College, where he obtained 16 CSEC and CAPE subjects combined. There, he was also a member of the chess club. He later gained experience in the construction industry, where he worked alongside his father, Ian Palmer, and Mr. Palmer is here today, before enlisting in the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Ladies and gentlemen, Constables Jovian Bonfield Legister and Leon Palmer. The constables achieving the highest overall score on course has demonstrated exceptional mastery and proficiency across all academic dimensions of the basic training program. Highest mark on course, two of our smart constables. Put your hands together for them once more. The third award is being presented for the category of Best Leadership Qualities, and this will be presented by our Commissioner of Police, Dr. Kevin Blake. The recipients of this award are number 26485 Constable Laurel Allen of Batch 163 and number 26733 Constable Donovan Davis of Batch 164.
Constable Laurel Allen is from Spalding, Clarendon, and he attended the Knox College, then Hart NSTA, where he obtained certification in network support and later Cisco certification in IT essentials. His hobbies include reading, listening to music, exploring computers, and learning new things. He is guided by the philosophy, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage and the determination to pursue them. A popular quote by Walt Disney.
Constable Davis was previously introduced as the valedictorian. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Constables Laurel Allen and Donovan Davis. Students, leaders they are. The constables recognized for this particular award must exhibit exemplary leadership qualities that embodies a range of exceptional attributes, including self-awareness, respect, empathy, strategic vision, learning agility, courage, and resilience. Best leadership qualities. Put your hands together for them once more. The fourth and final award will be presented for the category Best All-Round Performance, and this will be presented by the Honorable Dr. Horace Chang, Deputy Prime Minister of Jamaica and Minister of National Security and Peace. The recipients of this award are number 26537 Constable Missiony Forbes and number 26672 Constable Omari Cox.
Constable Missiony Forbes is from Old Harbour, St. Catherine, and she attended the Clarendon College, then St. Andrew Technical High School, amassing 13 CSEX and CAPE subjects combined. She then attended the University of the West Indies, where when she commenced a bachelor's degree in management studies. Her hobbies include singing and reading. Her philosophy is influenced by Winston Churchill, and it states, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that course." She shares this proud milestone with the individual who influenced was instrumental in shaping her decision to join the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Also present on parade today is her brother, Inspector Roshane Reeder, further underscoring the family legacy of service and commitment represented on this occasion.
And we don't believe there are any pot covers left in Old Harbor, as Missionaries family is here today with all of them. Next, we have Constable Omari Cox from Runaway Bay St. Anne, and he attended the Ocho Rios High School, where he was a part of the Jamaica Combined Cadet Force for 7 years and obtained the rank of Warrant Officer Class 2. He is the holder of a certificate in mechanical engineering and basic aviation. His hobbies include listening to music, driving, and farming. His personal philosophy states, "Focus on what you can control, accept what you cannot, and cultivate inner peace, resilience, and virtue." Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Constables Missione Forbes and Omari Cox. The constables receiving the Best All-Round Performance Award must demonstrate exemplary performance across all facets of the initial training program here at the National Police College of Jamaica. They must be excellent in their academics. They must be excellent at physical training. They must be able to drill. And of course, their discipline also needs to be exemplary. Put your hands together for them. Best all-round performers. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all our awardees today. They have done extremely well.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help us welcome the keynote speaker, the Honorable Dr. Horace Chang, Deputy Prime Minister of Jamaica and Minister of National Security and Peace.
Match the window. Our moderators, Dr. Kevin Blake, Commissioner of Police, Deputy Commissioners Lewis, Clark, Stevenson, and other High Command officers here present, Mr. Merrick Watson, Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of the Training Branch and Director of the National Police College, members of the management team of the National Police College of Jamaica, the many visitors, dignitaries, and officers are present, the leadership of the Jamaica Police Federation, and since Sergeant Bean is here, and other members of the team, graduates, friends, members of the media, and of course the relatives and friends of the well-wishers of the graduating group of 163-165, 163-164. A special welcome to all of the family members and friends this afternoon. I noticed that while I've been away from the last one, that in an increasing number of friends, families, and well-wishers are attending this function. I'm sure representing the increased respect for the graduates of the National Police College. They not only welcome the members here this evening from the community, and to thank the family members for allowing their sons and daughters to join the Jamaica Constabulary Force at this time. It's indeed a good time to be here. Good afternoon to all of you, and I said a special welcome to the team. The Jamaica Constabulary Force today is a transformed force. It's this institution of opportunity for young professionals, and therefore I said to you who are here as family members, friends, and well-wishers, a particular welcome and thank you for joining us this evening. Well, let me begin formally by welcoming all 295 of the graduates into the ranks of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. You are joining a force that has undergone one of the most significant transformations in its history. Since 2018, we have recruited more than 7,100 individuals into the Jamaica Constabulary Force. But beyond the numbers, what matters is the nature of the institution of which you are now becoming a part. You're not entering the force of an institution that in its original design reflected a coercive colonial model of policing, one that was often seen as distant from, and at times repressive to the very community it was meant to serve. That chapter is behind us. Today, you are joining a force that has been deliberately transformed to reflect its true purpose, to serve and protect, grounded in genuine partnership with the people. And indeed, to say to the audience, a member of the graduating class that I stopped and paused and spoke to said the exact thing to me. He has joined because the police force is designed to serve and protect. Congratulations to the graduate and to all his colleagues for understanding the nature of the Jamaica Constabulary Force today. For decades, the Jamaica Constabulary Force carried the weight of long-standing legacy issues: outdated infrastructure, inadequate resources, poor working conditions, limited opportunities for advancement. Those challenges have been confronted head-on and systematically and addressed through deliberate policy action and sustained investment. Today, you are stepping into a modern, professional, and increasingly respected law enforcement institution. We have restructured compensation for police officers, ensuring that those who serve and protect are better rewarded for their sacrifice. We have strengthened staff welfare arrangements, recognizing that a motivated and supported officer is a more effective officer. We have established clear pathways for career advancement so that your progress within the forces is determined by merit, discipline, and performance. Today, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is the model police force of the Caribbean and indeed almost the Western Hemisphere, as they have confronted the legacy issues, positioned themselves to be one of the finest and most successful police force in the region. Over the past 2 years alone, more than 2,200 police officers, including over 250 gazetted ranks, have been promoted through transparent, merit-based system. It's not accidental. It is intentional. It reflects the commitment to fairness, to excellence, and to building a leadership structure that is capable of guiding the institute in the future and to ensure sustainability in the changes that take place in the police force, as well as sustainability of the success in our communities. In addition, we have invested heavily in human resource development. In a focused way, recruitment has been expanded and training capacity has been increased. New training programs and certification opportunities have been introduced to ensure that every officer is equipped not only with the physical skills for the job, but also with the intellectual and ethical foundation necessary for modern policing. You have benefited from the new training ecosystem. You have been exposed to a higher standard, I've been advised that you batches 163 and 164 have already distinguished yourselves through your service. You supported the operation of the Jamaica Independence Grand Gala, participated in various events during the festival season, assisted during the general elections, and played a major role in the relief and restoration of efforts in St. Elizabeth and St. James following the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Commendations, and I say to you, outstanding experience. Therefore, you have already had a glimpse of what the new Jamaica Constabulary Force looks like. Because of that, I say to you today, you have no excuse to fall below that standard. Commit yourselves to holding fast to that standard. Institutionally, we have reformed structures to improve efficiency, accountability, and responsiveness. The Jamaica Constabulary Force today enjoys a level of credibility, both nationally and regionally, that has not been seen in recent history. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, this credibility was not given, it was earned through hard work, professionalism, ethical conduct, and disciplined execution. So graduates, you're entering an ecosystem that is already performing at a high level. You are not being asked to build from nothing. You're being asked to protect, sustain, elevate what has already been built. But let me be very clear. The greatest threat to any institution, oftentimes, is not external. It is internal. It lies in the capacity. It lies in complacency. It lies in indiscipline. It lies in failure of individuals to take personal responsibility for their actions. And that brings me to the central message I wish to leave with you today. Your success and the continued success of the Jamaica Constabulary Force will depend on your own personal responsibility. Each of you must take ownership of your conduct, your decisions on your duty. The uniform you wear does not make you a professional. Your behavior does. The badge you will carry does not earn you your respect. Your character does. You come from communities across Jamaica. You understand the realities of the ground, the challenges, the frustrations, and the pain points of the people, and sometimes their own challenges to you when you're on the street. You have seen the best and the worst of our society. And now, having completed your course of training, you have a responsibility to act, not based on bias, not based on emotion, not based on personal interest, but based on the law, justice, and fairness. The Jamaican Constabulary Force has, in many respects, become an employer of choice in Jamaica. It has provided equal opportunity for thousands of bright, young Jamaicans, many of whom might not have been able to immediately access opportunities for higher education, even though exceeding the matriculation standards for some, college simply was not an option. And even those who do enter the job market, the reality is that everyone is treated fairly, often because they may not come from the so-called name brand schools with influential networks already established in the workplace. But here in the JCF, opportunity is not defined by where you come from. It is defined by your commitment, your discipline, and your performance. And so I challenge you, extend that same fairness to every citizen encounter. Do not judge a man by the community he comes from. Do not allow social status, influence, or pressure to determine how you execute your duty. The law must be applied equally, fairly, firmly, yet fairly. Every interaction you have with a citizen is an opportunity to build or destroy trust. And make no mistake, public trust is the currency of effective policing. Without it, no amount of equipment, no level of training, no number of officers can secure a nation. You are now ambassadors of a new Jamaica Constabulary Force. You are the face of the institution in your communities. Your conduct will either reinforce the credibility we have built or serve to undermine it. The society and the citizenry which you serve have expectations, high expectations. Jamaicans expect professionalism, they expect respect, They expect accountability, and they expect results. You must meet those expectations. There'll be moments when the job is difficult. Many moments it can be challenging and difficult. There'll be moments when you are tested physically, mentally, and morally. You'll have moments when the easier path is the wrong path. In these moments, your training will guide you and your character will define you. Choose integrity over convenience. Choose discipline over impulse. Choose service over self-interest. Understand that policing is not just about enforcement. It's about service. It's about protecting the vulnerables, maintaining order and upholding the rule of law. It's about ensuring that every Jamaican, regardless of circumstance, can live in safety and dignity. As a country, we have made remarkable strides in strengthening our security architecture. The results are evident, but progress is not permanent. It must be protected, maintained, and advanced. That responsibility now rests in part on your shoulders, every single graduate. You are not just joining a force, you are becoming a custodian of a legacy and architects of the future. Let me take this moment to acknowledge your families again. They have supported you, encouraged you, sacrificed alongside you, and today they are here to share your moment of satisfaction. They share in your achievement, and they share in the excitement and the pride that we take in looking at young, bright, capable Jamaicans joining the Jamaican Constabulary Force. And to you graduates, I say this: stand tall, but remain humble. Be confident, but remain disciplined. Be firm, but remain fair. Wear your uniform. Wear your uniform with pride, but more importantly, wear it with honor. As you leave here today and take your duties across the length and breadth of the country, remember that the future of the Jamaican Constabulary Force is not written in policy documents, nor in strategic plans. It is written in your daily actions. It is written in how you treat the citizens you come to contact with on the street. It is written in how you respond to a crisis. It is written in the choices you make when no one is watching. You are the new generation. You are the standard bearers of a modern, professional, and accountable police force. Do not lower the standard. Instead, play your part in raising it to an even higher level. On behalf of the government and the people of Jamaica, I congratulate you on your achievement. I congratulate you on you joining this outstanding institution, the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I welcome you to the JCF, and I charge you to serve with integrity, to act with courage, and to lead with responsibility. May you protect with strength, serve with compassion, and uphold justice without fear or favor. God bless you all, and God bless Jamaica.
Thank you, Minister Chang, for the charge given to the members of batches 163 and 164 as they leave the halls of the National Police College.
Psalm 91, verse 11 reminds us, "For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways." In keeping with this assurance of divine protection, we now invite our Deputy Chaplain, Reverend Diony Duncan, to commit these 295 constables to the throne of grace.
Good afternoon, everyone. Allow me to stand on the protocol already established. The graduates will remain seated, but I invite others of us to stand for prayer, please. Immortal, invisible, the only wise God, we acknowledge your goodness, grace, and mercy shown through all who made this graduation possible. We thank you for the gift of intellect, the dedication of the Academy's leadership, and the efforts of everyone involved in recruiting and training within the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Almighty God, source of all strength and justice, today we marvel at the transformation of batches 163 and 164. We thank you for the fire that shaped them and the mission that now calls them. They are no longer just 295 individuals. Together with the rest of the JCF, they form a shield for the nation, built to endure, bound by a sacred promise to serve, protect, and reassure. Gracious God, ignite within them a spirit that never flickers. When shifts are long and burdens heavy, remind them they carry the hopes of every Jamaican family. Grant them eyes to see the truth, hearts of compassion for the vulnerable, and steady hands in the face of danger. May they walk with quiet confidence in knowing their God-given purpose. Lord, guide their lives so that integrity becomes their armor and their badge a symbol of light in every dark corner. As they leave the gates of the Academy, surround them with your divine protection. Bless their families whose sacrifices form the foundation of this achievement. Empower the graduates to show gratitude to their parents, children, spouses, and loved ones who have journeyed with them thus far. Help family members understand the nuances of policing so they can continue to support them in the work they do. Gather all the spoken and unspoken concerns, hopes, dreams, and aspirations among your people here today. Meet us, O God, where we are, and lead us to where you want us to be. For we pray in the name of Jesus the Christ, who lives and reigns with you, the Father, and the Holy Spirit, one God, now and ever. And now, graduates, go forth as a force for good. May God the Creator make your feet swift to bring peace where there is chaos. May Jesus the Redeemer make your voice strong for justice, yet gentle for the broken. May the Holy Spirit, the Enabler, make your legacy one of honor, written in the safety and smiles of those you serve. In the name of the triune God, may your courage inspire a nation and your service define a generation. In God's name we pray. Amen. Amen. Please be seated.
Thank you, Reverend Duncan, for your uplifting prayer. May the words that you have shared with us continue to inspire us as we celebrate this important milestone. Activate your gadgets so that you can capture what you're about to see. If you observe carefully, you will notice that the Chief Drill Instructor just allowed the members of the drum corps to instruct the junior members back onto the drill square just using the beat of the drum alone.
You may observe that the members of the graduating class are also back on their feet. They were also signaled by the sound of the drum as they too are preparing themselves for what we like to call the final hoorah.
The final hoorah brings back a lot of memories. But they are proud to participate in this graduation. If you notice, they are carrying out the drill movement as we teach it. Specifically, they are swinging their arms up to shoulder height and they're forcing their hands back. The movement of their feet hitting the ground, we describe it in training as digging the heels or biting the heels, and they are doing marvelously at demonstrating these elements of drill. They make it seem effortlessly, but I guarantee that these youngsters were here in the sun. They were here in the rain, night and day, making sure that each person, like clockwork, ensured that they had their part perfect, and they are doing just amazing. Put your hands together one more time for them and show them some love.
As the members of Batch 165 exit the parade square, you will notice that the members of the graduating class will also be reforming. And if you look to the rear of the graduates, you will notice that the parade commander and his team are also preparing themselves to join the graduates on the parade square once more.
A drill described as marking time at the halt. And as the two wings turn about, they join them in marking time and they come to a halt together. All the squad instructors on parade and their assistants make their way back to their designated location. Each instructor giving the instruction, party halt.
Party will advance right and left. Turn. Parade. Shoulder. Arms. Parade will advance in review order by the center. Quick march.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand.
Parade. I have your permission to march off the parade? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Parade, dressing, roll, dress. Steady! Stand still! The parade! Hold! Always! And party! Right and left! Stand! Party by the center! Quick! March!
The officers on parade, the squad commanders, their assistants, are all exiting the parade square at this point, and we can expect a marvelous display to come right after. The captivating display we're about to see integrates the precision of basic rifle training with drills, of course, creative choreography, and showcasing the constable's dedication and skills.
You're about to witness a display by the members of batches 163 and 164 of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. This presentation reflects the discipline, unity, and transformation of men and women prepared to serve.
Parade by the center. Quick march.
And as they begin, ladies and gentlemen, they begin with precision drill on the review lines, demonstrating discipline and coordination, for which this, of course, will be followed by changes in formation that highlights adaptability and readiness. Just look at them go.
You are observing rifle handling and transitions into structured formations, symbolizing professionalism, strength, and vigilance. Persons moving forward, you will see them handling those rifles. I guarantee that they are not light, each rifle weighing approximately 11 pounds, and they make it look so easy. All the other batchmates are carrying their rifles and they just exchange them without you even noticing.
Jamaica Constabulary Force and the NPCJ band, of course, providing contemporary music as the graduates display nothing but excellence.
You've seen them making squares and they've grounded their arms and carrying out what we call basic foot drill and other drill maneuvers in what we describe as the wave. As they transform in other formations, you will notice that they're also giving it to you slow motion style. Put your hands together for them. It's not easy. I know in your eyes it might look chaotic, but there's method in what appear to be madness, because they are moving into something also equally or even more amazing.
As they alternate movements of quick and slow march simultaneously, this also represents control and balance and the ability to respond with both urgency and restraint. And as my friend said, when you see something that appears chaotic, that's when the greatness is about to happen. And if you look on the big screen, you may be able to, realize that they're moving away from the rifles, but it has formed something on the ground. And if you look carefully on the screen, you will see that it says, out of many, one people. Put your hands together for the members of batches 163 and 164. And they're not done. Look at the map of Jamaica as they hold their formations. Have you seen anything like this before? Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey.
All members of the parade, they just recited the following words for you. Jamaica Constabulary Force stands, not divided by parish, not separated by community, but joined by one mission: to serve, protect, and reassure the people of Jamaica. This is Jamaica, and Jamaica stands protected. Put your hands together for them if you love what you just saw.
You notice the persons in the four corners of the formation also signifying additional protection.
And I'm sure you're wondering, how will they relocate their weapons? No problem here at the National Police College. We have it covered. I don't hear the applause. Come on, you know that it's really good.
When you hear about the greatness at the National Police College, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're talking about. And the formation continues.
They have formed diamonds, as you can see, and they have done it in fine style. And put your hands together one more time. Let them feel how much you feel excitement for them. I see smiles on the faces of my commanders, which means that they are also pleased with what they are witnessing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the display you just witnessed is appropriately aligned with the words of our commissioner that were also promulgated in last Friday's force orders, as he reminds us we must remain vigilant, united and unwavering, ensuring that our link in the global chain of security is never one that fails. Again, we say, out of many, one people. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem. may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw to the end of this memorable occasion, we want to take this moment to reflect on the notable achievements and defining highlights we have witnessed here today at the National Police College of Jamaica.
To our graduates, this ceremony represents far more than the culmination of your training. It marks the commencement of a distinguished vocation in service to your community and to your nation. You have exemplified perseverance, resilience, and steadfast commitment, qualities essential to those entrusted with the preservation of justice, order, and public safety.
You have been told on numerous occasions that the badge you now wear is not just an emblem of authority, but a solemn obligation to act always with integrity, protect the vulnerable, and uphold the highest standards of law enforcement as you embark on your profession. We want to remind you, let compassion inform your interactions, courage sustain your resolve, and integrity guide your every decision.
To the families and loved ones present, your unwavering support and quiet sacrifices have been integral in this accomplishment. Your encouragement will continue to serve as a vital source of strength as these officers undertake the responsibilities of their calling.
To the instructors, the mentors, and the leaders, we extend our sincere appreciation to you all for your dedication in shaping these graduates into disciplined, principled, and capable officers. Your influence will endure throughout their professional journeys.
To our audience, we thank you for sharing in this proud and significant moment. As these officers begin their path of service and sacrifice, let us continue to stand with them, support them, and uphold confidence in their mission to serve and protect with honor and distinction.
And as the parade commander and the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force Band guides the graduates from the parade square, we want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the contributions of some individuals and teams who have caused our celebrations here this afternoon to be absolutely amazing.
I want to say special thanks to persons who might not have physically participated, but they are here in support and they're always here. And we're talking about none other than the group from the cadet corps here at the National Police College. They are decked out in their uniform. And for those who don't know, I'm going to ask all the cadets to stand right across in that tent across from us. Very good. Put your hands together for them. These are the young men who transitioned oh so successfully. And they have shouted that it's one academy. And they transition always successfully into the training and also off into service. I want to say thanks to the Jamaica Constabulary Force Band as they lead the constables off the parade in fine style. You've been providing awesome music and we tell you thanks for your consistent contribution.
We want to thank the members of the Department of Weapons and Tactical Training for providing security for all of us here this afternoon.
Property Management and Logistics Department for providing shuttle service, tents, seating, barriers. We thank you for your hard work.
To the members of the Constabulary Communication Network, as also the external media partners who are here celebrating with us this afternoon, we thank you.
The National Police College of Jamaica's IT department, you have always delivered and you continue to deliver high service. We thank you.
To the members of the administrative arm here at the National Police College of Jamaica, led by Inspector Latola Knight, we want to thank you for your contributions.
Though out of sight, they are very present and very effective. The Medical Services Branch, always on standby and have been helping us with medical care as we always continue with these events. We thank you for your efficiency.
We want to thank the members of Batch 165, though junior constables. They contributed in a significant way to the happenings here this afternoon. To all the family, friends, and well-wishers who have been celebrating with us, both in person and those members online, we thank you for being a part of our service, or celebrations rather, here this afternoon.
To the cafeteria staff, you've been providing nutrition for all members here at the National Police College, and we thank you for your consistent hard work and good food.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, by way of announcements, we would like to inform the family members, supporters of the graduates, that they will be participating in an official photo session, after which they will have a short debrief. So please allow them a few minutes to participate in these two activities before you'll be able to engage with them.
And finally, my senior and friend, Shermaine Hassak, I just want to say thank you for always delivering and guiding the process. As we act as narrators, it has always been my honor and privilege to serve with you.
And 164. We thank you for tuning in to our social media pages. We hope you
also
enjoy
my
the
colleague and
sermon.
trainer
Until
for
then,
always
keep
standing
safe.
with me. It's a pleasure to continue to work with you in this capacity. And to everyone else who has been here with us, have a blessed afternoon and take care.
No. My side. Yeah, my credits are on. My side. My side.